Does success come from one big, life-changing moment? It sounds nice, but the truth is, our future isn't decided by some dramatic event. It's shaped quietly by the small things we do every single day. Successful people all over the world say the same thing. Nothing extraordinary happens overnight. A single day might not seem important, but when you add one day to another, they slowly turn into habits, and those habits build the foundation of your life. Most of us dream of achieving something big, becoming successful, respected, or financially free. But very few are willing to do the small, uncomfortable tasks it takes to get there. We tell ourselves, I'll do it tomorrow, or I can start later. We don't realize that these simple words become the silent enemies of our dreams. This is a story about a boy who had big dreams but lived a disorganized life. He believed that one day, without much effort, everything would just click and destiny would hand him success. But real life isn't a movie. Real change is slow, quiet, and often invisible at first. In a peaceful town lived a boy named Alex. He wasn't a star student, but he wasn't struggling either. He was just average. But inside, he dreamed of becoming someone important. His biggest weakness: he had no discipline. He'd start things but never finish them. He ignored small responsibilities and couldn't stick to a routine. He talked a lot about his goals but never took consistent action. Whether it was studying, exercising, or learning a new skill, his favorite line was always, "I'll start tomorrow." Of course, that tomorrow never came. His parents and teachers told him to be punctual and consistent, but their words went in one ear and out the other. Alex thought only big, dramatic efforts could bring big results. And since those big efforts felt scary and overwhelming, he just avoided starting at all. He was waiting for a miracle instead of building his own progress. He didn't understand that success isn't built on sudden motivation. It's built on daily discipline. He didn't see that small actions repeated every day are far more powerful than grand plans that never happen. Alex's life was stuck in the cycle of dreaming and delaying until one ordinary day, a simple meeting changed everything he thought he knew about success, effort, and change. One day, while wandering through town with his usual restless thoughts, Alex met an elderly professor known for his wisdom. The professor noticed Alex's frustration and asked him a simple question: "What do you truly want from life?" Surprised, Alex admitted he dreamed of success, but felt stuck and confused. Instead of a long lecture, the professor calmly explained that most people fail not because they lack talent, but because they ignore the power of small, consistent actions. He said success isn't about doing something extraordinary once, but about doing ordinary things with discipline every single day. To help Alex understand, he shared a story. Once, a farmer planted a bamboo seed. Every day, he watered and cared for the soil. For a whole year, nothing grew. 2 years passed, then 3, and still nothing. People laughed at him, saying he was wasting his time on a dead seed. But the farmer kept going. He believed something was happening beneath the surface. Then, in the 5th year, something incredible occurred. In just a few weeks, the bamboo shot up, growing nearly 80 feet tall. Everyone was stunned. The professor explained that for 5 years, the bamboo wasn't idle. It was building a deep and powerful root system underground, preparing itself to support its massive growth. In the same way, our small daily habits might seem useless at first, but they are quietly building the foundation for our future success. Hearing this story, something shifted inside Alex. For the first time, He realized his problem wasn't a lack of luck, but a lack of patience. He was waiting for visible results without putting in the invisible effort. He finally understood that discipline isn't about forcing yourself to do big things. It's about respecting small responsibilities. Every day,
the professor reminded him that people give up too early because they don't see immediate rewards.
Not realizing that real growth happens silently before it ever becomes visible. Alex felt a mix of regret and regret for the time he'd wasted, but hope that it wasn't too late to change. That conversation stayed with him, slowly reshaping his understanding of effort, patience, and true success. The next time Alex met the professor, he asked for practical steps. For the first time, he didn't just want motivation. He wanted direction. The professor smiled and explained that real change starts with small, realistic habits. He told Alex that waking up just 1 hour earlier each day gives you hundreds of extra hours in a year time you can invest in yourself instead of wasting it. Alex was surprised. He'd never thought of time as something you could collect, bit by bit. Next, the professor talked about reading. Even 10 pages a day adds up to several powerful books a year, slowly reshaping your thinking and vision. Alex loved stories, but never read consistently. He realized his problem wasn't a lack of interest, but a lack of routine, the professor continued, emphasizing small, achievable goals over overwhelming dreams. Writing a few hundred words a day or practicing a skill for a short time can lead to extraordinary results, just like drops of water forming an ocean.
He also called procrastination a silent thief of potential and shared a simple trick. Whenever your mind says later, just count down and start, even for only 2 minutes.
Action, he said, breaks fear. He then advised Alex to write down a few things he was grateful for each night. Gratitude shifts the mind from complaint to contentment. He also stressed that 10 minutes of daily exercise is far better than waiting for the perfect time to start, because consistency matters more than intensity. Finally, the professor spoke seriously about phone usage. Uncontrolled screen time steals your focus, energy, and ambition. He told Alex to ask himself, is this moment on my phone improving my life or just wasting it? Alex felt overwhelmed, but also relieved. None of these habits were impossible. They didn't require talent or money, just commitment. That evening, he decided to stop waiting for the perfect moment and start small. He understood these habits wouldn't change his life overnight, but they would slowly rebuild him from the inside. For the first time, Alex wasn't just chasing success. He was learning how to grow patiently, step by step. Over the next few months, Alex quietly committed to these new habits. In the beginning, nothing seemed to change. Some days, doubt tried to pull him back into his old ways, but this time, he didn't stop. He woke up earlier, read, and exercised for a few minutes each day. He limited his phone use and started tasks immediately instead of delaying them. Slowly, almost invisibly, these actions reshaped his mindset. His focus improved. His confidence grew, rooted in discipline, not just motivation. His grades got better, his thinking became clearer, and his attitude turned positive. Just like the bamboo that grows silently underground, our potential develops in the same way. The effort might go unnoticed for a long time, but with persistence, the results will eventually appear, often beyond what you imagined. If you truly want to change your life, stop waiting for the perfect opportunity. Start with small, manageable steps today. The habit you choose now might feel insignificant, but over time, it can redefine your future. This story is a reminder that discipline beats motivation. Patience defeats doubt, and consistency creates success. The journey is slow, but every step moves you forward. So, ask yourself, what small habits are you willing to begin today? Because that one decision could quietly shape the rest of your life. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content to help you on your journey. See you next time.